Alright, Shalom. This is the brother Shaquat Gabar from the Great Millstone, South Carolina camp, coming at you once again with another lesson, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and the fellow laborers that's out here pushing his word, the truth, doing the ministry of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, in all truth and sincerity. So basically, coming at you with another lesson. This message is to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, and the confused faces who bloodline go back to Negro, Latino, and Native American descent. But basically, I'm going to get into a lesson about the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. And that's what we teach here at Great Millstone, man. Because that is the mark of the beast, man. The RFID chip, man. And I was going through my phone, getting different articles together about how this world is moving towards a cashless society. And these Edomites, which are the so-called white men, these white people, starting off with the elites, on down to the American government, they one thing they didn't want to push when it comes to the New World Order is to chip everybody, to bring a cashless society, get rid of the money system, the paperback, which is the dollar, and move towards to the chip, man. Technology, man. Because that's what Esau banking his kingdom on, his system. Everything technology, man. Going into transhumanism, cyborg, man and machine coming together. And that's what Esau want to do, man. And one of the main things that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai set up his prophets to prophesy about is this coming RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So before I get into the scriptures, I'm just go ahead and get into a quick article. I got two of them that I'm going to get into about the RFID chip. And this is on the website, the article, and the website is called themarketplan.com. And it reads, chipless RFID tags, market supply, sales, revenue, and forecast from 2019 to 2027. So this is the agenda that the Edomites trying to push forward, man. They're thinking that this new technology that they're gonna push, the RFID chip, is going to be the new way of life, and it's going to be like that forever, man. Not knowing that the Lord have it set up for this kingdom to go down, and the ones of our people that take the RFID chip, that take the mark of the beast from the system, they're going to be punished, man, by the hands of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, who the world called God and Christ, He's going to bring great judgment upon them, and I'm going to get in that too, man. The punishment or the penalty for taking the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. But to get back into the article, and this article was written August the 1st, 2019. So, a day ago. And it says, chipless RFID tags market. Introduction. With the introduction of the radio frequency ID, RFID chip technology as a contactless content technique, more consideration have been drawn towards the application of a RFID chip in a versatile of commercial areas such as access management, and that's how they're pushing it, man. They're gonna push it, commercializing it, meaning, making it convenience for the people, man. That's why, no doubt, man. Instead of, because people know about the RFID chip, and they heard that it being the mark of the beast, especially amongst the, some of these Christians, some of them, that know that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. But majority of the world don't know, man, because they don't understand the scriptures. They're not listening to the prophets, the men of the Lord. So Esau is just moving it on the people, man. He's setting it up through these commercials, through the way of these phones. Now you can, take your phone and you don't have to worry about money, physical money. You can have your, the money on your phone or your cards, these debit cards, credit cards, What now they have in these stores, man. RFID chip on cashiers, man, or machines, man. majority of the time when a person go to the store and they don't have cash, but they had the debit card, what they ask, man, do your card have the chip on it? So that they conditioning the people for that next step to the point the RFID chip, man, being physical, put in them. And there's countless articles going into the RFID chip being pushed, man. And our job is to for the prophets through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to warn the people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans mainly, not to take that RFID chip, man. Because that's going to be your downfall, man. That's going to be the stamp of your approval of being destroyed, man, by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you see how this world is moving towards this technology, man. They're pushing the 5G network, just to push this RFID chip. And this right here showing you, man, when I'm gonna go back into it, and it says that RFID is a variety of commercial areas such as access management, contactless payment, toll collection, tracking of goods and animals, and so on. So that's what they pushing, man. It's not just a device, to track animals, man. They're gonna have all the people contacts on it, their medical records, their payments or their bills, the information of their jobs, or the information of their money, the information of their medical records, So, because this is what Esau pushes toward to, man. He want to know everything, man. Trying to keep track of all things, man. And he's going to do that by the way of pushing this RFID chip, this mark of the beast. And they're commercializing it now, man. They're setting up the rappers, the entertainers, the sports players, pushing it out, through the media, to get the mind people smooth to the point of accepting this chip, man. And it says, going on to the article, the RFID tag used early were intrigued with chips, which further increased the total cost of the tag item. Therefore, there has been demand a low cost of the RFID tags that can be widely used without adding total cost in the tag products. So they want to make it chipless, man. Basically, Esau now got the technology where you can, they can basically use the RFID chip without putting it actually into a chip, man. But making it approvable by a stamp, man. And that's also the mark, man. But that's still technology, and that's still the mark, man. Because might have people saying that, Great Millstone say that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. So it's okay to take the chipless, just to get a stamp, that's still being imprinted, man. That's still going back to the word karatma in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. I got it right here, verse 17, man. But it speaks about the karatma, man, in the Greek, meaning to the cut in, to the flesh, a print, and that's what it is, man. All is a print of a chipless RFID, man. Not the physical part of like a microchip, but still it's a stamp, man. And that's still you accepting the mark of the beast. So it's different all type of ways, man. That Esau pushing this chip, man. And it says several manufacturers come with low cost chipless RFID tags. That seems to be the ideal solution addressing this concern. RFID tags without a silicone IC microchip RFID tag IC are called chipless RFID tags or RF fibers. These tags are made up of plastic or conduction molars instead of silicone-based ICs. These tags are referred as a passive RFID tags, and they rallies on electromagnetic power obtained from the RFID reader antenna. The tag reflects back on a part of the reader's signal with the stored identification dated back to the reader, and the reflected signal usually has some sort of unique fingerprint that enables the enables the reader to identify the tag and transmit datum. So that's what they're pushing, man. They're gonna push the RFID, the physical part of the chip, the microchip, the actually RFID itself, the mark of the beast, or they could push it chipless, man. Just the stamp, man, made up by electromagnets, man. But it's still the mark of the beast and the print of this man's system, man. But that's what the beast is, a system. And the system is the American system, right along with the European system, NATO, what these elites are pushing, man. The New World Order, man. That they gonna push, man. That's gonna leave you Jakes, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, want you to be their permanent slave forever, man. That's the whole thing about the RFID chip, man. And one thing you know about the history of the Bible, man, and you going into the law, it's a law, during the time, when we was in rulership, the Israelites, and we had an Israelite servant, under us, and if they wanted to be our servant forever, the law was to put a ball pin, piercing in their ears, and that sanctified them being our servant forever, man. So Esau trying to do the same thing, man. Just on the wicked side, man, through this technology, man. And the ones about people that accept the chip, man, basically you giving your rights over to be under the beast system, under your oppressor forever, the Edomites, man. And it says, continue on, chipless RFID tags are low cost, fully printable tags, and are designed to work over a wider temperature range of these tags, and also are less sensitive to RF interference. Contrary to conventional RFID tag, a chipless RFID tag needs neither a chip, IC, nor self or remote empowerment. This no transmission protocol needs to be used for the sake of detection. Instead, a chipless tag may be considered as a radar target having spice, recognizable electromagnet synergy. So basically that's it on that article, and I'm going to jump to the next one. Showing you, man, Esau, moving forward with this technology, man. When it comes towards the RFID chip, man. And you got a lot of these Israelite camps, man, these false Israelite camps, they're not pushing the RFID chip being the mark of the beast. They scoff and scorn, saying that, the mark of the beast is not the chip, saying it's Christianity or philosophies or, religion, sin, because that way you got this devil vocab alone. He's saying that the mark of the beast is sin, but it's not that, man. The mark of the beast is definitely the RFID chip, man. And more we get closer to the Edomites pushing it, because we're in the time of Yahweh Shem Yahushua judgment, man. See, what these people don't know in this world, man, that this whole world is about to come to a change, man. There ain't gonna be no more average day life like our people living in now, man. Careless, thinking that everything good, and they figure that we just talking and we rambling and nothing happening. But in all actuality, prophecies are being fulfilled, man. And these people, it's gonna come to the point that these people can't deny it, man. It's gonna come to the point that these Israelite camps is not gonna deny that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. Because you being the true man of the Lord, and you have the understanding of the vision of the mark of the beast, we constantly seeing that this world is moving towards that RFID chip, the mark, man. So I'm going to go ahead and get in Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter, man. He said all, man. But this is going to be the next currency or the next so-called way of life, man. So all these nations are going to accept the RFID chip. And the elites, the central bankers being the ones on top, they the ones that pushing it, man. And you got these lesser luminary ones, like the ones at the top, elites of China, Russia, of these different countries. They riding along with the elites, man. are pushing this RFID chip? Why you think all these other countries outside of America moving towards the RFID chip, man? Like China, you know, over there in Europe, places like France, Sweden, you know, and all throughout the earth, man. India, you know, and in America, you know, and America set the trend. So once America and Europe really at full head of pushing this thing, man, ain't gonna be nothing, man, for these nations to accept it. Especially here in America, when all hell break loose, man. You know, when they break, when the stock market crashes and the dollar is useless, and they start promoting that RFID chip to be the next currency. They get into certain things, you know, to your car, a building, you know, to be able to work with it. You know, these people are gonna glad to, especially you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, not taking warning and not understanding the judgment of taking the chip. You know, they're gonna be glad to take it, man, because they trust in this system, man, and they don't want to see this place fall, man, but it is gonna fall, man. Going back into Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So you seen that, man. Mainly the chip is going to be stamped on the right hand or even the left hand, man. You know, but mainly the right, man. But that's the majority of the world uses the dominant hand, the right hand. You know, like I said, it can be the right or the left, man. You know, and it said it in the forehead, man. You're seeing the articles about how Esau moving towards chipping people by putting, it in their head, man. Saying they can, help people out, that got illness, paralyzed, got a brain dysfunction, So they conditioning that to our people, man. For people who paralyzed, who got a brain dysfunction, because they're what they doing, man. They pushing it, man. Ain't no doubt about it, man. And it says, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Verse 17, Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So they say no man might buy or sell, man. Showing that it's going to be transaction, man, when it comes to, money, transition of currency, man. And then the article I just now read, spoke about how they commercializing it as a market thing, man. To sell for payments, to make transactions between, money, man. But this is going to be the next currency, man. And that one thing about our people, man, they trust in this system, especially when it comes to money, man. So when they get this physical money, the dollar, when they get cuts and their bank account get cut off, man, and they totally go towards a Catholic society, that they could condition the people in and out. Our people gonna be glad to accept that RFID chip, man, because they want to keep on to the ways of this world, man. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding and count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 66, showing you, it's the elites, man, of the beast system. Start, like I said, with NATO, the European system, all the way down to America, because America is part of the European system, being the whore that rided the beast, man. And that's what they want to push, man. And I'm gonna get the penalty and the judgment of taking that RFID chip, because the Lord warned us not to take it, man. Let me see, I believe so. I have another article. See if I can find it real quick. Yeah, man, that one time we living in the time of prophecy, man. And ain't no denying that, man. All these people, these scoffers, these scorners, these non-believers, you know. Huh. Here you go right here. This is another article, and this is another article on the RFID chip, which is called the Consumer Report Review.com. And it says future growth was, once again, man, like I said, man, they be moving into the world toward the time of a Catholic society and the pushing of the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, man. We're moving towards the Lord fulfilling prophecy, man. And it said the future growth, RFID printers market sees promising growth in 2019. So we in that time, man. And once again, this article right here was published August the 1st, 2019. And it says RFID printers market is one of the significant increased market due to growing use of RFID tags and identification of products in retail shops. So like I say, man, this whole society, especially when it comes to finance and the marketing, different stores, restaurants, is moving towards the RFID chip, man. It's becoming a Catholic society. And it says in products in retail shops with the use of specialized printers, warehouses, shipping companies, manufacturers, retail can be better track their stocks with the help of smart labels tagged in the product RFID printer, specially designed to write data to the RFID chips and printed in smart labels. The printer contains an RF encoder which transmitted the data to the chip and encodes it. The RFID printer then checks the data to ensure it has encoded correctly. RFID printers also printed the labels itself, adding a barcode, graphics, and graphics or any other information desired to the label itself. Going into, man, that's the chip, man, the mark of the beast, man. So this store is moving toward, these stores and this place is moving towards this whole world, man. Mainly, they say he calls all both small and great, man. You know, and they're moving toward the Catholic society, man. Especially here in America, because like I said, America, Babylon the Great, which is in the scriptures, sets the trends how the world govern, man. You know, starting with these elites, man, that control America. You know, and so these stores moving towards, and these restaurants, and you know, they're moving towards the RFID chip, man. And you know, how can they make their product, man? How do these stores and these restaurants and these marketing places make product, make their, you know, their money? By customers, man. Showing you that the customers, the reason why they got these labels and these printers, these scanners, so they can scan their customers, man, who gonna come and buy their products, man. And it says the RFID printers can be used by warehouses, retailers as an inventional control system, going back into the beast, man. The beast represents the system, man, where the RFID chip can contain information related to a whole house package, detects or set off an alarm if a shoplifter attempts to sneak it past a scanner at the exit. The RFID printers are generally used for shipping, where basically shipping information can be printed upon the label itself. More detailed information regarding handling instruction, shipping history, or other information can be stored upon the chip. So that's how they pushing it, man. You know? basically, that's a, one quick article, man. And when you look up RFID chip 2019, man, there's countless articles that's popping up, man, showing that we coming toward that time, man. Here's another quick article, man. This is a website. The article and the name of the website is countingnews.com. And it says global RFID chip mark overview, size, status, and forecast report from 2018 to 2023. And it reads, and this article was written by Global Marketers, August the 1st, 2019. So this is the third article right here, man. The third article that I read about the RFID chip, and all of them was published on August the 1st, 2019, man. Showing that they're moving forward toward this technology. And you can go back months and years, Esau putting up articles and videos, how they are promoting and pushing towards the RFID chip, man. And it says global RFID chip market report explains the fundamental industrial aspect and market status. And once again, man, they showing, pushing it as a way of conditioning, man, an easy way of life, deceiving the people, man, especially you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that want to find success or have a career in this place, man. Trusting in your jobs and the wealth of this place, man. Trusting in America totally, man. And it says the latest technology advancement, market plans, policies, growth opportunities, and the industrial risks are collaborated. The two important segments of the report, namely market renew in the USD million and market size, is described. RFID chip industrial scope, market concentration and RFID chip present across different telegraphics is presented in detail. A visionary prosperity about RFID chip industrial covers the geography continents, namely North America, European countries, Asia, Pacific, South America, Middle East, Africa. And once again, man, going back into he calls us all, man. Both small and great, man. No matter small countries or big countries, that got some type of status in this world, man. And all these countries are moving towards the RFID chip, man. So all of it is speared by the elites, the Europeans, NATO, and America, man. The first two countries that they named was North America and the European system, man. Now you got all these other countries that are moving towards it, man. Because Esau in the power seat, man. Although it might seem like all these nations are rising up against Esau, like China, Iran, India, but eventually, man, they're gonna turn on America. But still, man, they still trust in the ways of Esau, man. Because they see Esau being on top, man. Their whole thing just beef with America. America is going to be destroyed, man, by the missiles that's written in the Bible. And it said in the next sermon, mentioned RFID chip industrial players, their company profit profiles, product details, and market size is described. Also, the SWOT analysts of these players' business plans and strategies are covered. The product definition, RFID chip classification, type, and cost structures are covered. So now this is a quick article about how the whole world, man, starting with America and Europe, is pushing the trend of the RFID chip being the next currency, man. And you see it say Asia, countries like Japan, China, Russia, to over there in the Middle East, you know, over there to Africa, man. Going back to the scripture, man. I'm gonna read it again, man, because this is a very important, one of the most important scriptures and prophecies that we entering into, man. And this is Revelation, once again, chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Going in what I just read, man, all those articles going into the RFID chip being the next currency or way of marketing, business, and so-called doing more better, man, or wealth, through this technology, man. But now I'm going to go into the penalty, man. The penalty, the judgment of taking the RFID chip. And like I say, man, if you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, which are God-chosen people, accept that, you're going to be destroyed, man. Because our only true power that we're supposed to serve is Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. So when our people decided, to take that RFID chip, that mark of the beast, and totally depend on Esau's system, in this wicked kingdom, that's like a rejection to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That you don't think it is a higher power but Esau. So he's going to destroy you when Yahweh Shah return, man, with those chariots, with the world called UFOs. And he bring war against these nations during the time of World War III. And by the way of the thermonuclear missiles as well, man. As the scripture breakdown of the penalty or the judgment of those that take the RFID chip, the mark of the beast of you Israelites, man. Showing you that this prophecy is coming, man. Because we talk about World War III that's going to take place and lead to the destruction of America. But before that can happen, the chip is going to be pushed, man. Showing you that, World War III right around the corner, but the chip is that much closer, man. Because like I say, those that take the chip, they're going to be destroyed in the up-and-coming missiles that's going to be launched off to destroy America. That's going to be the judgment of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and the Son, Yahweh Shah. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the lambs. So they're talking about those missiles, man. That's that fire and brimstone, and the chariots when Yahweh shall come back. They're going to be tormented, man, by those laser beams from out of those chariots, and those missiles, man. And a lot of our people, man, when we tell them the RFID chip is going to lead to them being destroyed, and we tell them the penalty of them being destroyed, or those who take the RFID chip by the way of the missiles, they laugh and scorn at that, man, And by the way of Yahweh shall return with so-called UFOs, they think it's a myth, a fantasy, not knowing the understanding of the scriptures of the Bible, man, that all these prophecies are going to be fulfilled, man. And everything that the Lord say is real, man. But they don't fear the Lord, man. So that's the penalty of you Israelites, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's going to accept the mark of the beast. And the judgment is going to be by the way of thermonuclear fire, when the Most High, Yahweh, and the Son, Yahweh Shai, had a prophecy fulfilled of America being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. But the elect is going to be protected, man. The ones that's going to reject the RFID chip, reject this man's system, that's going to come back and serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, push this word on the highways and byways, doing the work, putting up videos, being in the right spirit, man, being brotherly love, staying focused in the spirit, and waiting for the return of Yahweh Shah. And when all hell break loose, going to be protected, man. And this is scripture right here. Um, this is Yahweh Shah speaking. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that's Yahweh Shah speaking to the elect, man. The ones that's in the faith, man. That's knowing the understanding of the scriptures and the prophecies, man. You know, the ones that's going to hold on to Yahweh Shah, you know, and trust in the Lord and be part of the elect, man. Praying that myself is part of that number, man. Because we see what's about to go down, man. And we know that Yahweh Shah is the one that's bringing this judgment, man. You know? But the Lord is going to keep his men from the hour of temptation that's going to come upon the whole world, which is that RFID chip. And when this place totally collapses, man. You know? So the elect is going to be taken care of, man. When there's no food, water, electricity, you know? The whole civilization of America, so-called as it is right now, totally collapsed, man. And America is on the verge of collapse, man. And proving that is this RFID chip being pushed more and more, man. You know, so that's just a, you know, doing a quick lesson on the RFID chip. You know, showing you that we coming in a time where this, the mark of the beast, this system is pushing towards that chip, man. And now we got to prepare ourselves to get more stronger in the spirit. You know, to depend on the Lord, to push His word more. You know, and you know, because the Lord is coming to seal the elect and bring judgment, man, and deliver the elect by the way of Yahweh Shah. So brothers out praying as a lesson and edifying to the ones that's in the faith, the ones that's listening, that's seeking the Lord Yahweh Shah daily, you know, with all fear and faith, you know. So the next time I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, the Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders that great millstone that rule well, and salutation to the fellow laborers out there pushing His word day in and day out in all truth and sincerity. And the brothers that's listening and the sisters that's listening as well, man. Praying to be part of that elect. Until the next time, Shalom.